This is the Real Eyes Recognize podcast.
Now your hosts, Dustin Gutkowski and UFC fighter Kevin
Yes.
Holland.
How many boyfriends have you took?
Bro,
Yeah, well, come on.
don't tell everybody about that.
Yes, no, I didn't know that.
It's just that
Yeah,
one summer,
come
you
on.
know.
Are we rolling?
We're on
What are we on? Hey guys, how's
24.
it going? Huh?
24.
24 Kobe's. We went from
24.
Jordan to Kobe, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Real Eyes Recognize episode number 24. I'm Dustin Gutkowski. We got Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, introduce our wonderful guest and how y'all met.
All right, so it's Francia, right?
Francia, James is my name,
Francia
but I go by
James.
Francetti.
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 Yes.
Okay. So, UFC fight, just got done fighting Ponzinibbio. What was that, UFC 287? Right? I think it was 287.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
I'm
Not great with numbers. Sounds
Yes.
good. We'll go with that.
If Kevin doesn't
287.5.
know, I'm like,
I never
UFC
keep up with the
Miami.
numbers.
There we go.
UFC Miami. That's a better way to put it. And now
Yes.
we're back in Miami. Walking out after the fights, and I'm going to grab my boy T-Rex. Just seen Jamal, the Blunt Brothers in full effect, and I hear Kevin. And I turn around, and it's just this beautiful woman right here, and I'm like, whoa,
Yes.
But the security was pulling me to the back, and I wanted to come back and invite you on the podcast right then and there, but they
You
were
got
pulling me to the back. So
yeah.
I'm glad we got to get the content out there. I'm glad
you
we
got me
to,
all red that day. I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that look. But we got very good views after that video.
A lot of
Yes.
views, more views than I ever got in my whole life. I think
Yes.
you're used to getting the views. I'm not used to getting views like that. I'm saying thank you. And it was natural content too. So
Yes.
a lot of people were asking me, was it set up? Did you know she was going to be there? It's like, I don't think we knew each other until, after that moment,
Yes.
so.
Well, I have
cool.
seen you in Orlando, and after
Okay.
that, I became your fan.
Okay.
And in Miami, when you won, so I told my cameraman, I was sitting like right there, and I said, "Can you film when he comes? I'm gonna scream, congratulations!"
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
came out with that, so you made this kid really, really natural.
That's
So,
good. That's
Yes.
good.
Lost for words. That's the first time I seen you
Yes,
lost
he
for
said,
words.
"Put my light in there."
You go, because he thought it was a fan, because he's Kevin, and then he goes, hey.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And then the people behind me were like, "Oh, be careful!" I'm like, "Oh, and I'm all red." Like it was fun.
Be
It was
careful,
nice.
why?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a good guy.
Like, yes. It's like I'm sitting there with a couple of friends, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, you got some looks in there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who all did you have with you there? Did you have any?
And I was with my manager and my cameraman.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So small group. You didn't have a lot of
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Not like your birthday party's going to be.
And yeah, my birthday party is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's your birthday
tomorrow.
party?
It's gonna be at 11.
Okay.
Yes, you are welcome. I know you're
Yeah.
gonna come today. You guys are very
Yeah.
invited.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have a table right next to, so we might have to slide through for that.
Yes.
11 sounds lit.
Yes.
Last time I was out here, I didn't get to go to 11. Terrence went to 11. He hardly remembers what happens that night, but
Yes.
I get stories here and I get stories there. So
Allegedly he went.
It's like you
Allegedly,
I don't think
yeah.
you ever remember when you go there. Next day you're like, what happened? What did I do?
hey,
Yes.
I hear they make good appearance deals though, so I'm definitely gonna have to make that a part of my journey and the Miami trip sooner or later.
Yes, definitely.
Sooner or later. So how'd you get into going to the UFC fights, going to mixed martial arts? I see you've been at Game Red's event as well. And I know he throws some pretty nice events. So, how'd you get into the mixed martial arts?
Okay, well, the
Right.
funny thing is, I was at this event, at this concert, and the Thriller concert. Lil Wayne was there.
Yeah.
So we were in the VIP area, and Sugar Sean was there. So he passed by me, and I'm like, oh my God, I know him from Instagram.
Yeah.
He's funny, and so I easy go to him and say, can you take a picture with me? And he's like, okay, let's take a picture. And then I say, oh, can you do me a favor? I do skits, and can you do a face-off with me?
Yeah.
And so he stand there. He didn't have a teacher, and it was like with this little top, and we did like a face-off.
Yeah.
And it went crazy. It went viral.
That's awesome.
And so we got like 6. How many views did we get? All over our media. Yes. Yeah, we got a couple
Nice.
million.
Only a couple million, no big
Yes,
deal.
a couple million with that video, and that's how I started. And Sugar lost. He started laughing. He couldn't do the face off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that video.
I don't think I got a chance to see it.
It's good. So that's how I started, and then and the UFC in Espanol, and they contacted me. And they invited me to the fight in Orlando. That's when I saw you the first time.
Was that your first
Okay.
fight?
Yes, that was
Orlando's
yes,
first one,
in Orlando was my first one. I used to watch, I love the sport.
Yeah.
And after that, I started getting invited there. Yes.
That's a good fight.
Who did you take a
Yes.
picture with in Orlando? She was supposed to be on the card, but she ended up not being on the card. Used to be with Ortega.
Amanda Rivas.
Oh, you was with Amanda Ribas?
Yes, I did a face-off with her too. And it went like viral too. I did like 5 million views with her.
6.
6
For those
million. My
counting at
manager is
home.
always correcting me with the...
Yeah.
So I did 6 million and it was a nice video. Everybody
Yeah.
was so nice to me, you know. And I think like, you know, you guys are rough and sometimes because you guys fight and stuff, but everybody was so nice with me. And Gilbert, it's Gilbert...
Burns?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
And
yes.
he took a picture with me
Yeah.
and he posted all over his social media. And at the Miami UFC, the camera went to me like they want me to script for him. So the
Yeah.
camera is there. I'm like, oh, Gilbert, go
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
So it's mostly like that. I do some content for the UFC, so they invite me. And, you know, it's like
Kind of like a trade
fair
deal.
trade.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the bargain
Yes.
system. We
Yes.
all love the bargain system.
So-
I do a little of this, you give me a
Yes,
little of that.
you give me a little bit of
Yeah.
this, and I do funny stuff, so they like it. And
Yeah.
It's going pretty good, so I guess I'm gonna be invited a couple of times now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it. I like the things you do, especially with the MMA fighter. I think it's fun. I think it's something new to the sport.
Yes.
I think it's awesome.
I tell Kevin it's got to
I
be
think
more.
everybody thinks it's awesome. So, I'm all for it. Keeping going.
We post a video,
Yes.
it gets like 10,000 views, not 6 million, but hey.
You know,
Yes.
sometimes we get like 1,000.
Well, our video, the video with Kevin went all over the social media. Like, and
yeah, it
they
was fun.
posted in many different sports sites and TikTok everywhere. So.
10 million views.
I was going to
10
say, I told you that
million
yesterday. I said,
views.
I started counting.
Yes.
Twitter, across the several pages that posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On TikTok, on Facebook it has 1 million. On TikTok it has 1.2. Not counting what everyone posted. So about
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I got
Wow.
to 15 million with videos I found because the hashtags, and I was fake because somebody takes it and posts it on their own. It was all over the place, and I was just
Yes.
like hilarious because it was like highlighting Kevin's personality of coming out, just Kev being Kev.
Yes.
Like living
that's
while
so
hey.
fun, yes.
This was in a brutal battle, and
Yeah.
then
Still
This is like-
spontaneous, having a good time. You
But
know.
by the way, did you know that he was only fighting with one hand? That's the
Yes.
crazy part. He was only fighting with one hand and knocked him out.
I use a second here and there, and every
You
time I use
use
it,
backhand.
My backhand was strong that day. A little wow knockdown. I was super happy about that. I ain't gonna lie.
That was,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
actually
talking about it all the time. My mom was
Yeah.
always like, "Bitch, better have your money," and I'm like, "Oh my god, mom!" And I just do a little chuckle because I be feeling good
So
about
across,
it.
so what do you, for people that don't know, what do you do, and how many followers do you have across? We might have to double check the reference.
Yeah.
So Google back here.
He's
Wikipedia, we gotta hear.
You know, I do the content, he does the numbers.
Yeah.
He knows the numbers very well. But now I am in 11.7 million on Instagram.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, your question was 11.4 million.
Yeah, just across the platforms.
How I started, you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
how you started, what you're doing.
Okay, so I started with a video, an elephant video.
Okay.
And the elephant grabbed my boob. So that's how it started, and it went all over the social media. And when I started, I used to be like a model in Colombia, but it never worked. And
Okay.
never get the support. And I was an esthetician before I started this,
What's that?
facials and massages and
Okay,
things like
okay.
that. So I wasn't making any money, and I started doing this, and suddenly I blew out with the elephant video. It went all over the country, and many different countries, Russia, and I started getting all these crazy views. And also World Star. You guys know World Star?
Oh yeah, I love World
And
Star.
they have posted me there like over 50 times.
Yeah.
So they post all my content, and they gave me a bunch of followers. And
That's
I started
awesome.
doing all
That's
this
great.
sexy, like the girls usually post just pictures, and I want to go out of the box
Yeah.
and do like crazy stuff that people don't do, like getting in lingerie in a bus station.
Or the pottery video.
Yeah, the parody
Yeah.
video, like like with the second sense of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
and
That's awesome.
So I was reading, and they said you did one where you got kicked out the mall because all you had on was body paint. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
I was reading on it. I didn't get the
It was like-
Yeah,
it was
then
small.
I got
What idea was that? Yeah. Body
the
paint.
Nutcracker video.
Which
it
mall?
was for Not November.
Okay.
So I did body paint like a Nutcracker.
Yeah.
And I was walking in the mall with my base. I stepped like in a base like this. And I was walking in the mall with that, and I stepped in there with a bunch of nuts in my hand. Said, "Do you want to get a nut? Do you want to get a nut?"
Oh my
because it was
gosh.
not
Yeah.
November. And the security, I did a Spider Booty, Spider-Man, also body paint.
Yeah, I seen the Spider-Man.
So the security guard is like, you came here, I see you with your first kid with the Spider-Man, you have to go, you cannot stay here. So they kicked me out of the mall. But the guy was so nice, he's like, I love your content, but they told me you have to leave. So I said, give me 1 minute, please, I will finish.
Yeah.
And I did a video and ran out of the mall.
Oh, that's
But it's
wonderful.
pretty crazy to get in between that, like the energy, and, I get scared. It's not like that easy, but I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
It takes courage.
Then do this a couple of minutes, and then I run out of there. Yeah.
So do you have any like pre-thing that you do to hype yourself up before you go out there and do something that's spontaneous that might make you?
Well,
you know what
I
I mean?
always get a little nervous, but once my manager always pushed me to do it. He's like, "You're gonna do it. Let's go."
Hype
You
it,
always
hype
need a
it.
little push, because it's scary to get in there and the look of the people. There's a lot of people that will hate on you. There is people that will like it, so you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
What's the craziest thing that's happened while you guys were doing that? Has there been any like crazy safety concerns, like somebody try to go at you, or what's the craziest thing that's happened when you're
No,
doing
people
that?
have been very nice to me. The guys will come and get the nut, and it's like, oh yeah, we get a nut from you and things like that.
Yeah. Just don't let my wife see this video, but yeah.
The craziest one the one I done that is a little sad was the one I did in the Miami police station. So I went in the lingerie, with two of my friends, and we get handcuffed. But we asked the police guy if he could help us, bring us to the station, but he got fired. He went all over the news.
Shit.
He went all over the news, like this police helping us, and we find out he was fired. Yeah,
That's horrible.
so that's the only one is kind of sad.
Why would they fire him?
Because he's not supposed to help us doing that,
Well, that's
He's
their job. Their job is to help the people.
Yeah, well, right?
Well, you should have told them, hey, I was loitering in the mall with body paint, so I got arrested. Taken to jail.
But anyways, that was a little sad. But it became really famous, that skit. And for Halloween, a couple of people did their outfits with the police and the triggers, and balloons and stuff. It was funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yes. So that's the one that has been the craziest one so far.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the most viewed video you have? Is it the elephant?
The elephant and also the spider booty.
Mud.
And the mud.
The one you just did, right?
There's some mud videos, the one in Cartagena that she did.
Yes.
And it's this weird video, and it has 44 million views on TikTok, 48 million views on Facebook, and then 12 million views on Instagram.
Wow.
You guys are gonna have to send us a small skit of this video so we can put it on the podcast. Show them, and we'll put the link so we get even more views to that. Because the highest viewed video has to continue to get views, right? Yeah.
100%.
So,
That is awesome.
That's crazy.
People, I think they like that we bring a different concept of that.
And you have good energy.
Yes.
Energy means everything, and you're just happy, you're smiling, you're not, none of your videos are just down in the dump. They're not, evil. They're all just great, good energy, fun stuff. I think everybody can relate to just having a good time, and it's like,
I think so. I I love to do this kind of content that's I feel it and I enjoy doing it. So that's part of the whole game, to enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
So
I love my job. I know that.
Yes, of course. And you're very good at it. That's why.
Thank you. It's an enjoyable job. So, what was some of your friends that started off in the model gigs with you and stuff like that? Now that you're doing the more lively content, getting out there, not just taking the picture, doing the videos. I see some of them are starting to join and stuff. Would you say you're starting a new wave? Did you say more people want to join, or are there?
What do you mean? What should I tell people what to do in this kind of?
No, with more of your friends, are they wanting to do more content, kind of like how you're doing the content? Same style of content.
I believe now Instagram is more about reels. If you guys seen it, So before, pictures used to be very good. I used to get 400,000 likes in a picture. But now Instagram is trying to make a change. So people have to evolve a little bit more with reels. So I believe people are doing more reels now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way more.
They have to. It's what you have to do.
Yeah.
So pictures are not as good as before.
So you're just having to adapt with the changes.
You have to adapt every day with what they want, because they change the rules of it. So then your content doesn't get the numbers as you expect. So yeah, so I believe people are doing more reels and more videos.
What would you give? I mean, right, what like people that are trying to do that, right? Because it's a game. This is your career, right?
Yes.
This is your job. What advice would you give to somebody out there trying to do it, like that wants to get involved with this or be a part of it? What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, you have to always think out of the box to be, and also it's not just like the videos. You have to, you know, if you're beginning with this, you also have to spend money in it.
Yeah.
You know, like before I had to spend a lot of money, like for promotions, getting people to know me out there. Like I used to do promotions with different girls that are in my same things that I'm doing. And also just go and do it and start sharing your content with different people.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much content are you posting a day on average? How many videos or photos are you posting a day?
Well, I used to post every day, but now it's like between 3 times a week.
3 times a
Yes,
week?
Yeah.
3 times a week.
Yeah,
Kinda let a video
Because now,
ride, huh?
now I lose more. I started losing more than I was gaining posting because you start losing when you post.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing behind it.
It's like you take over what that video could have got or what that post could have got because you flood it with another one. I do it all the time. You know, it's like I probably shouldn't say this on here, but like if I get a sponsor who doesn't want to go with my energy and my flow of how I like to do things on my Instagram, they want a post, but they want a boring post. I tell them. I tell them straight up. I tell my manager straight up. I'm saying, hey, that's not going to get them a lot of likes. It's not going to get them a lot of views.
Yes.
Well, Kev, this is what they want. We just got to give them what they want. I give them what they want.
But
Couple hours later, next morning, you know, I'm literally dropping a meme or something funny or something back towards the podcast because I know if it's not good content, it's going to kill my page.
It also happens with me in my page. I have, girls buy promotion from me. Like I will post them there. So they send me some content and, you need to have some basis that you want to post or not.
Yeah.
And I tell them, this one won't work, and can you send me some different content? And sometimes they don't, and it's true what you said. It doesn't go as well because I know what will go good in my page.
Yeah.
But whatever they want, they're paying for it. So
gotta give the people what they want.
Yes.
It's like why, but just from a sponsor, it's just if you know what you're getting into, that's why you want to be sponsored by that. So match their energy or let them do what they do, right? And then if you don't want to be associated with that, then then don't be a part of it, right? It's like that's why I love working with them, because it's the same energy. We're complete opposites in a lot of ways, but it's the same energy that you put off.
As far as handling business goes, we definitely got the same energy.
True.
So when you started out, were you posting 2, 3, 4 times a day?
I was posting every day.
Every day?
Yes, every day. But then I started losing more than I gained, and I said, okay, we need to find a way where I don't lose so much.
Yeah.
So I started posting less, but still good content.
Because you got to find your niche. So when you're getting started, you got to post it out there, see what your niche is, see what people like, and then once you find that niche, then it's more the quality
niche is the most
over
important
quantity.
part. Yeah.
How long did it take you before you found the niche? I know it was the video, but how long were you doing this before?
Before I started only with pictures and a couple of videos, and that's when I got the elephant. And after that, I realized I have to keep doing video.
Yeah.
This is what I need to do because I think I'm funny, and like I go there and I make it nice. So I think it's a good thing for me to do videos.
Yeah.
And pictures too, but I like the videos more.
How long did it take you to get there? How many years were you posting before you got there?
I've been doing this for 4 years. It took me around 2 years. Yes. It took me around 2 years, consistent and working, and it was really hard, guys. To begin,
First year is rough.
So
it's like, and also the hate on people, like the comments, and I was a little disappointed, because people are very judgmental, and I'm like, why? Like, people get out of the way to hate on you, and as my manager said, please stop reading your comments because that's gonna make you down. Because I will feel like so bad, and I won't do the video. Like, I started so nervous, and then I'm like, okay.
So have you stopped reading the comments?
I stopped reading the comments.
Really?
I need to do that. I can't stop reading the comments.
I stopped reading the comments.
Well, you have to.
Oh yes.
I didn't respond to the bad ones.
Of course,
that's what I need to do.
Respond in a different way.
I respond only to the people that love
With good
me.
energy.
Like, I'm not gonna give you my
that makes
energy.
sense.
I'm like my good heart to a person that is hating on.
I'm complete opposite. Last night we were sitting here, we were chilling, we had just got done doing our thing. I seen somebody post something on a TikTok. I don't even have a with TikTok. Somebody showed me TikTok. So she shows me TikTok. I'm looking on the TikTok. I see the person's talking shit. So as soon as I see they're talking shit, what do? I look them up on Instagram. I'm like, I gotta find them. I gotta find them. Yeah, like I literally, and you know me, I get mad. As soon as I get mad, I'm like, yeah, you dad, mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they're like, they're like, Cam, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, you're right.
The rails were off.
But it was too late at that point in time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, like you know, and it gets your energy, like like consumes you. Like I was like that. I was like.
We were at the bar, the hookah lounge. It went from being a good time to a bad time.
I'm like, you know what? I'm here. I'm a good person. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. If you don't like it. But
you know, when I started, I owned a separate business in Dallas, but I was self-conscious about posting videos. Yeah. You know, it was like watch them, and you see that. And I just changed my mindset. I actually go at the haters in a different way. I'm like, you fuckers are not doing better than me. That's why you're hating. And second, I'm like, you're just coming from a place. There's something going on in your body that you. And I'm like, I come out with almost like this empathy, like, well, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on in your life that you have that much hate that you're scrolling and you decided you're going to blast this person on some stuff? It's like, what are you doing, right?
Sometimes you make me feel bad for cussing out the person that cussed me out.
Yeah. I'm like, I go on and I'm like, you okay, bro?
Sometimes I answer like with a nice comment to make it more angry, like, you know.
Just let them know they can't get under your skin.
Yes.
So that really gets them
better than me. I have to get like you guys.
Dude, it took me a while. I would try to find people. I'd be like, I'm going to find you, you know, like, it was just, but then when I realized, was like, man, I'm wasting energy that I could be doing productive.
Could be for something else.
Yeah, and it's like you treat people for as good as you are, not as bad as they are. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck them, man. Like if they have that much going on in their life, they're not doing stuff. And then you realize it's like when people see those negative comments and they see you go back with something nice, or they see you just not go at them, it brings more eyes to it. But they're like, man, like they don't want to hate because they're like, that person looks like an idiot for hating and then getting love back. And it's like, hey,
it's
man,
like better for you.
But it's hard to start out. How did you deal with it when you first started out? Like I know now you're saying you're not reading the comments or the bad ones.
Well, I just had to deal and be angry. I'm like, what else can you do? You know, I just read it and get angry. I'm like, but then I'm like, okay, I'm just off with that. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna do my work and get my money. And if you don't like it. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do.
Either way, we gotta keep working, right?
Yeah, because in me, like my accent has been my main thing. Yeah. It's like the communication. So that's like my main part. But I'm like, this is who I am. I cannot change who I am. And this is my accent.
I think it's nice.
Yeah. So
you said Colombia, right?
Colombia.
How long have you been in the United States?
I've been here for 18 years.
18 years?
Yes.
Okay.
And still with the accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So have you done any like speech classes or anything like that? Or are you just constantly working?
I went to school for a year, only for English. Yeah, but I guess I talk to my family every day, so it's like difficult. I talk to my mom an hour a day. It's just like still there. My accent from the city I come from is really strong.
You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your accent. That's who you are.
I'm like happy to have it. Actually, yeah.
It's good. Like
fuck it.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good advice. My wife's Albanian, so when I hear her talking, I'm like, oh, she's cussing at me in Albanian.
Yes.
But it's good values.
Well, you know, I get shit from being a Californian. They're like, you talk all proper, bro. I'm like, what the hell? Am I not supposed to talk proper? I'm like, I don't get it. So I feel you. I feel you. You know, I got that thing too.
Yeah. You're good. Better than that, right?
Huge UFC fan. What fight do you want to see next? From a fan, you gotta know what do you want to see next.
I'm very excited to go to the one in Las Vegas.
International Fight Week.
Yes. So that's like I'm looking forward to that. So I just go with like for the invitation, see what I'm gonna wait to see my Kevin again.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna be out there.
Is Kevin your favorite?
Yeah, of course. Kevin is my favorite.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Two fans, my son, and there you go.
Yeah, stop that. So don't make me.
I got to meet Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Oh, boo!
I know, boo. No, but it's.
I'm just kidding.
I know you guys have some beef.
No, there's no more
right?
squash.
I don't worry about Jorge.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, he's retired from fighting. He's a businessman
he retired
now.
the day in Miami, right?
And I think the business that he's doing with the fighting and all that stuff like that, I think he's doing a wonderful job. And as long as he stays over there,
and also I always go to my community, like Latin community.
Right.
You know, I always have to go with Gilbert. He's one of my favorites too. He's been very nice to me.
I love Burns.
And he's the sweetest person, and I always will support him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then good news, we found out no surgery on the shoulder, so it's just a
okay.
little recovery time and some PT, and he'll be good to go.
What a
so.
gangster, though. What did he do? 3 fights in 90 days?
Yeah.
3 fights?
Yeah.
And you had the longest streak, right? Of
Yeah, but
fighting every 90 days.
I was fighting, it's still the beginning of just getting into the UFC, just getting into the tough competition. So the competition is nowhere near the same that Burns is facing, Magny, top 15 guy, Mazadov, top 15 guy, and then Bilal, number 2, number 3 in the road at welterweight.
Mazadov was top 5 or no? He wasn't top 10.
He was top 10 at the time. Yeah, top 10 at the time. So,
3 weight cuts though in 90 days.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
That's tough.
If anybody understands a weight cut, anybody understands, taking a lot of fights at one time, I understand. I wish Gilbert Burns nothing but the best of recovery and chill time. I hope he gets to go to any amusement park that he wants to go to and whatever he wants to do with the family. I hope he enjoys himself. And you know what? He has a family, so it's kind of low-key not a bad time to be sitting down. If the kids are already going to school, you got the summertime to enjoy the kids.
Yeah, summer.
Why not? Yeah. Have a good time.
If you could pick 2 fight, your dream fight to watch, like if you could pick 2 guys to fight.
Oh my
Come on, you're on the spot. Let's
go. Okay. I like Adesanya. That's my brand. I really like him. Last fight.
Yeah.
And let's see, but McGregor too, right?
Yeah, McGregor.
McGregor is really good.
Yeah.
Yes, I like those
I love watching McGregor fights.
Yes,
you got to protect McGregor at all costs.
I have to go. He's like a legend, right?
Yeah.
I
hope he comes back. I hope he fights Chandler. You see that new video they just dropped? Him and Chandler was in the cage.
Did you see
faced
that?
him? That was awesome.
No, I didn't see that.
Pushed Chandler in the face.
Yes.
In the cage.
Okay.
May 30th. Yeah.
So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
You got to do a skit with that.
I have a question for you, Kevin.
Yeah.
What do you say in the octagon when you talk?
Just depends.
What do you? Are you like that all the time? Like any situation?
Yeah, I'm always talking.
Talking?
Yeah. What was it yesterday we were talking about? I was what? We put a whole poll online. I'm an antagonizer.
Yes, I saw that. Sorry, antagonizer. So I'm like, what does he say? I really want to, and they like, is that a tactic?
This time, he didn't really speak. If he did, he just didn't tell me. I don't think he spoke the best of English.
Okay.
So I wasn't really just like, I asked him if he smelled weed because it smelled like somebody was like smoking weed cage side.
And Kevin's like, it's just me.
I thought it was just me. I thought maybe I was tripping.
I just smell it on me.
And then a couple people who were actually working that night said that they smelled weed as well. So I was like, it wasn't just me. So really, it's just casual conversation. When I was fighting Wonder Boy, I was telling him to slow down. He's fast as hell. I was like, slow your old ass down.
Oh yeah, I saw his interview after. That was funny when he said, he's like, he's saying this thing to me.
Yeah, so just casual conversation, whatever's going on at the moment in time, whatever pops in my brain. If I'm sitting there and I'm fighting, I start thinking about pancakes, I'll ask a person if they like pancakes.
So just whatever comes to your imagination, that's how you get out of.
Yeah, when I was fighting Brunson, he was holding me down the whole time, and I was asking him if he'd let me up. He didn't want to let me up, so just different things. I fought Joaquin Buckley, he had a booger on his nose. I had to let him know.
Yes, I saw that. Like, take the booger
off.
Did you drop him right after that?
They made the video look like I dropped him right after that. But it was shortly after that, about a minute later.
Well, yeah, that's right after.
Yeah.
So were you pointing out the booger, or was that a target?
No, it was really the booger.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit him in the face, but at the same time, I didn't want to get a booger on my glove. Imagine you hit him.
Take it before I hit it.
Yeah, then the booger gets on you, then you go to block yourself, now you got a booger on your face. It's not even your booger, it's his booger. I didn't want to deal with a booger on my face or anything like that. So,
you're an antagonizer. We got you. Somebody with a booger, you asked Khabib for wrestling advice in the middle of a fight. You tickled somebody's feet in the middle of a fight. There's another one. What else did we got? I feel like there was one more. You told Wonder Boy to slow down.
I've done a lot.
Well, you make it more excited like that. You make it like more fun to watch. Your energies, I swear,
and I've always fought like this. Before the UFC, after UFC, I didn't realize it until Dana called me out on it. You talk a lot while you fight and this and that and there. I never thought about it. Even when I was an amateur.
It's who he is. It's who he is. The funniest one of the days, Cowboy shot the Cowboys, one of his coaches, was like, he was recapping his day about jiu-jitsu. He goes, I was rolling with Kevin and I thought I was holding my own until at the very end I realized he was having a full-blown conversation with the people sitting on the sidelines. And then when he realized, he goes, oh, you're doing pretty good. And then he just tapped me out. I was like, that's Kevin.
He was doing a lot better that day, though. I got a buddy, we call him Cowboy, and we do jiu-jitsu, so we're all rolling around on the ground and stuff. And everybody says he's really good at jiu-jitsu, and I believe them. He probably is pretty good at jiu-jitsu. I've been rolling with him for so long. It's kind of like a computer up here, I know what he's he's gonna do. So
you know,
I enjoy the rounds. You know, if there's some people over there I want to talk to, he's like the perfect person to get your break with because I know what he's gonna do. And I hope he doesn't watch the skit because he's probably gonna try to pull out some new moves.
Practice it. Practice it. So is there anything big coming up for you? Anything big? I know you're International Fight Week, but anything big people should be looking out for?
Well, it's always, you know, something like filming every day. It's like always something. Like sometimes I just wake up and think of something, and I have to make it happen. I have to make calls. I have to do this. So maybe one is coming. I'm gonna be maybe with alligators again. So alligators. So alligators, or maybe in the pond. I don't know. Something good coming. It's a day by day.
You can jump in right there.
Yes,
I was like,
no.
I saw bubbles. I was like, I'm out. I'm not getting in there.
He was a little scared last night, but I ain't gonna lie, I was scared too. They said it was an iguana over there.
Yeah.
I ran back in the house. Not good.
It's a lot of alligators here.
That's
you never know where they are.
There might be time for me to go home.
What did we see earlier? Or what was it? The manatee? What was it? There was in that other water manatee. I was like, what? Yeah.
Well, what?
Manatee.
Oh, the manatees.
Sea
You see
cow,
a lot
right?
of manatees. The fat, nice manatees.
Mermaids.
The what?
The manatees?
Yeah.
What are they?
Yeah, it's like
They look like hippos in a way.
It's like the hippos or the small hippos.
Yeah, it's not
Come
hippos, but it
on,
looks like
Kevin. The manatees.
He really doesn't know.
Sea
I'm
lions?
serious. No. Sea cow. I just learned that today. Fun fact. I'm serious. I just learned that.
Every freaking podcast, bro. You guys do this. You guys come up with something new that you know I don't know nothing about, and you put me on the spot right here on the camera. What is it called again?
Manatee.
Manatee. You have seen manatees.
Yeah,
You have
we'll put it
seen
on for you.
manatees.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, we got you.
Why?
Yeah.
Why every time?
If I know
This Florida's
manatee,
got crazy shit,
with my
dude, like,
English,
you
you
could've
need to
told
know
me.
manatee.
It's
The
a
manatee.
sea lion.
It's a
It's
sea
just
lion.
chill.
It's kind of. It's a sea lion.
It's a sea lion, right?
But it's called manatee.
Sea lion.
That's what I think the next skit is. Sea lion. Kevin Holland and a sea lion.
It's
That's
a
the next
lion.
skit.
That's a sea lion. And you guys call it a manatee? Is that the proper name for the manatee?
Manatees.
It's a sea lion.
They're not dangerous, are they?
From now on,
Hell
it's
yeah,
a
it's
sea
a
lion,
lion.
guys.
But I don't think it's dangerous, is it?
Yeah.
It is.
It gotta be dangerous. It's a lion,
if
bruh.
he bites you, he may get to bite
Yeah,
you.
see, that's like
If he has some
He'll
babies
bite you?
too, yeah, of course.
See, I told
basically
you, bro.
Loch Ness Monster, okay?
Told you. Water
And then we
lion.
got fucking sharks here. We got the alligators.
Yeah.
We got
We're hunting
iguanas.
Sasquatch.
They get really close to boats, so they get killed a lot
Really?
here because they're always like behind the sound of the boats, and they get killed a lot.
So I know we're
Well, like-
about to wrap up, but where can people find you? Where's the best way for them to find you? Go watch your stuff. Go check it out.
Yes, guys, go watch everything. Everything is Francetti, Francty, everywhere in the social
Francetti.
media.
All social media.
Francie
Yes.
James Francetti, guys. Go follow me. A lot of fun there.
All right.
That's it. Thank you so much for
Thank
watching
you
Real Life
for having
Recognized.
me. I really appreciate you.
24? Did I do it right this time?
You did?
Oh, 42. Oh. Well, there it is. That's a wrap. Real
Yes,
life.
wrap up. Woo!